Is it even possible for a coach or healer to really scale beyond one-on-one sessions and still hold space properly and well for the clients that you're working with? We're going to dive into this because my name's Chelsea. I'm an intuitive business strategist as well as a marketing agency owner, and I work with coaches and healers all day long, every day. And so these are the types of conversations that I have, and I feel like it's time to bring this out to the community. So most coaches and healers, you start your business and you are booking one-on-one sessions. Maybe you just got certified or trained, or maybe you've been coaching for decades and been relying on that more like intimate one-on-one conversation, either over Zoom or in person. But you're getting to a place where you realize that you would like to scale both your income as well as the impact that you can make beyond who can just be in that one session with you. There's only so much time in the day. It is so challenging for you to really scale your income unless you're going to really be increasing the prices of those sessions or booking yourself out way more sessions than you feel comfortable. So let's talk about a couple different options of what it can look like to start toying around with either scalable or passive income products that could supplement what you're doing in your one-on-one work. So I first want to define the difference, in my mind at least, between something that is scalable and something that is passive. We hear these terms online from gurus and marketing people all the time, but what is the difference and what is really going to work in your business for the impact that you want to make? Now, I'm going to talk about scalable as being something that you can hold space for and multiple people can come in. So you're scaling the impact. This, for example, could be a monthly women's circle that you host on Zoom where there could be one person, there could be 100 people. You would be holding the space. You know what you're going to be offering during that period of time. You know the transformation. You can market it. You can message it, and 1 or 100 or however many people can hop into that Zoom room. That could also be for maybe an in-person event, maybe hosting a group workshop where if one person signs up, woohoo! If 12 people sign up, even better. And you're holding that scalable container, if you will, and you know how you're going to be showing up regardless of how many people come in. Some really great scalable offers could be something like a group program, maybe taking the methods that you teach in one-on-one or that you walk people through and using those methods to create kind of a framework of what it would look like for someone to come in and experience it in a group. That could be something where it's like, hey, we start on April 1st and we end July 18th. And you've got to be signed up by April 1st to be a part of this cohort. If you're familiar with some of that lingo, you might hear people who are running programs like this say the cart is closing or the cohort is closing. And it's that you're actually marketing to fill a group and then walking that group through a method that you feel is going to support transformation even without one-on-one. Now, there can be a fun way to do like hybrid offers where maybe you're holding a group cohort, but maybe they get 2 one-on-one sessions that they can use during the time. I did that with my mastermind, and I really enjoyed being able to have some one-on-one time with people and then also having them jump into group calls and go through the course materials. Other things that can be scalable would be a membership. So if you're hosting space for a membership, maybe there are some passive elements of some course materials that people can go through, but you're holding space for the Facebook group, the Mighty Networks, the Telegram chat, the school, whatever it's going to be. You're holding space for it. You're setting a cadence of calendar events, maybe Q&A calls that you're showing up for, or new trainings or guided meditations. And again, there could be one person, there could be 100, 1,000, whatever it grows to. And that, in my mind, is a scalable offer. Now, on the other side, there's going to be passive offers. Now, passive is going to mean that you truly can create something once, and then is it really going to be passive? Because you sure as heck are still going to have to market it, but the creation is going to be passive going forward once it's made. So some really simple examples of passive offers. You could put together a beautiful ebook that walks through some of the methods that you support people through in your coaching or your healing methods. And then you could sell that for $47. And every time someone purchases, yes, you put in a long weekend or you put in a couple of weeks to put this together. But now going forward, that $47 is happening because you have set up a funnel and some automations. So you get to see the passive income coming in. It could also be, guided meditations. It could be a course. It could be anything that's going to be like recorded, static. I think some things that can be really fun as a passive product could also be like private podcast or series of audios that you sell as like a bundle. So there's lots of different ways that you can explore what could be passive that's going to be actually beneficial in the space that you work in. And I think this can require some brainstorming. This is something that we brainstorm on any given call during our Q&A calls in my intuitive business community, which is my scalable offer, my membership, because we're really helping people to explore how to move beyond one-on-one and blending both strategy as well as intuition so that you are following your inner path, your inner guidance to create what you're truly here to create. And a lot of this can start to bring things up. A, do I have enough people to warrant creating this bigger program? B, there might be some costs of paying for software to do some of this stuff. And you obviously want to make the right decision, choose the right software so that you're not going to have to scrap it and change it. And it can also bring up a lot around, a lot of my clients will come to me and say, I don't have a business background. I don't have a marketing background, but I can just see that I am meant to hold space in front of thousands of people. And I want to do it online, and I'm not quite sure what that works out to be or what link they're going to click, really boiling it down into designing that offer and creating that digital landscape. And that's something that I love doing. And it's something that I've also helped to make a little bit simpler, because when you're starting to step into having either scalable or passive products, you are going to have to be looking at having some automations and what we call marketing funnels. Now, a simpler way, maybe a softer way to talk about marketing funnels is that you're mapping out your ideal client journey. And that client journey could include thinking through, which free offer would make sense to kind of prime the pump and see if someone's a good quality candidate for this paid offer. And then stringing some of that together and making sure you're promoting it somewhere, driving traffic to it. If this is where your mind starts to go, bing, 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 I don't know what I'm doing, turning into that overwhelm land, but you know what you want it to feel like. You know what you want it to look like. You know what the experience would be for your potential clients or students. That's where starting to just get the lingo and understanding what your options are can be so, so helpful. Now, I have put together a quiz that you input all of the data of what's going on in your business. It's nothing hard to answer. And on the back end, it's going to tell you one of 4 categories, different categories of what type of marketing funnel, what step, what level of complexity is going to make the most sense based on where you're currently at, so that it's grounded in reality and not just saying, oh my gosh, you've got to go get a sales funnel. Well, I don't know. Maybe you're there, maybe you're not. This quiz actually helps you to understand if you are there and if it needs to be a little bit of an earlier stage to get you comfortable with technology, comfortable with marketing a different type of offer. And then it actually gives you recommendations and even some software suggestions and discount codes. So it's an incredibly powerful, beneficial quiz. If you grew up like me, taking Teen Girl or Glam Girl and taking quizzes to figure out what's your girlfriend style? This is nothing like that. You're going to get actual support on the back end and some emails that will deliver suggestions of what would be a next most aligned step based on where you're at now. So I hope you got some value out of this. If you're exploring adding either scalable or more of those passive income options into how you support your clients or students as a coach, healer, author, speaker, change maker, I support you in doing that. I support you in exploring it, of how you can bring your magic and gifts out to the world in new and exciting ways. And if I can help you in any way, please let me know. Comment below any topics or questions that come up for you based on what we covered today, so I can create more videos for the channel. Make sure to subscribe to see them.